Hello my friends, and welcome back to The Long Dark, Zero to Hero, in our quest to survive in a frozen, post-apocalyptic world. My name is Sprocket, and currently we're here at the coastal highway along the road that runs through the region, the Bear's Road, as I like to call it, because there's a bear that likes to patrol this area. He even comes right through the camp. Alright, we have some cabins to explore. I did step inside this briefly just to save the game at the end of the last episode, but I have not explored it yet, so let's head inside. Alright, let's see what kind of loot the cabins have in store for us today. One nice thing about the fishing village is there is an exterior workbench. So if we want to do some crafting or anything, we can avoid getting cabin fever.
That'll come in handy.
It is kind of a shame that the workbench is just clear across the map, away from our main base location. Alright, let's see what we have. Nothing in the locked locker or the unlocked locker.
I might have to drop some gear.
Got some more peaches. Yes, we have been pretty successful, I think, at finding some gear in this most recent expedition. Wonder if we can take this. Can we take a cooler? No, just break it down. We could take the laptop, though, if we wanted to. Might be kind of fun to see what's on that. Will it let me take it? No. Can't actually take the laptop. Okay, we've got another t-shirt, book. Okay, well, I think I am going to move this lockbox closer to the door. And then I'm going to store some items in here, because I would like to go back to the bridge. I didn't even know we were carrying a car battery. I forgot about that. Oh, we're going to put that in here. We're going to leave some items here while we go back to... Oh, it's already full. Wow, just that battery alone filled it up. Okay. I want to go back to the bridge because I got a comment that there could be some good items under the bridge. I didn't see anything though, but I also wasn't looking very closely. So anyway, let's put some of these items in here. And we'll head back to the bridge, look under there,
This pack is getting kind of heavy.
See if there's anything worth taking. Oh, I got some saplings. Okay, I'm going to drop those to cure. And we'll drop the battery as well. Okay, yeah, let's go check out that bridge. I actually need something bigger. If we run into that bear, I'm going to want this one. Yeah, so there's a bridge right over here. One with the car under it. We're so close, I may as well check it out. I have an idea of what I think is under there. If I'm right, then we got some more salt. That is my hunch. I love it when the weather is clear like this. You can see clear across. You can see what kind of predators are coming. Or just simply navigate your way. Even though I know the area pretty well, I think if a storm rolls in, it is easy to get turned around. Okay, so here's the bridge we came under before. Didn't see anything though. I was really hoping I would see some salt here. It's kind of what I was planning on. Unless I'm just blind, which is entirely possible. One thing we could do, guys, I could just head up to the top area. I'm going to check one more time. Let's check these rocks. Oh, there we go, right here. Okay. Nice. So thank you for the tip. I'm glad I saw this. You probably would have got frustrated with me if I'd missed this. Walked right past it. Kind of has a unique look to it, so it shouldn't be that hard to miss. You can kind of see our scrapings on the rocks now. It's not so bad if we get a little bit of rock in there, a little bit of minerals. It's not going to hurt us. Okay, nice. I do want to head up that way at some point. There are some good loot locations up there. We got that kind of an isolated cabin up at the top. I think we even got a hint that there's a secret compartment up there, if I remember correctly. And there's train tracks that goes to a little trailer. But I think since we got the salt, let's head back to the fishing village. Here, we'll check out these other cabins, see what kind of loot we can find. Such a nice day. This would be a good, perfect day to go fishing with some buddies out on the lake. Could use the fishing, one of the little fishing buildings, get a fire going, have a cookout. Sounds like a good time. I wonder if the trader would ever be up to doing some fishing, if we ever build up trust with him. Okay, I need to check around the back of this because we've got the workbench. And it does have some extra items. Pretty well hidden.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Okay. Can hear the wolves. Do they ever have loot hidden on these fishing piers? Well, they do. Kind of answered my own question there. I don't think I've ever really found anything here before. Okay, I'm going to check these ones that go way out. Wonder if anybody left some tackle behind, fishing tackle or bait or something. Hunting knife, hatchet, anything like that. Could be something in the boat. Alright, we'll check up here and then I'm going to head inside the other little cabins. Okay, I don't see anything. Let's get back inside. Do a little bit of looting. Could potentially run into the bear. I'm actually really surprised I haven't seen him. And I might actually take a shot at him if we see him. Okay, so we already checked that one over there. That one's got the loot in it. New location, fishing cabin. All right.
I can always use more food.
Yeah. I think we can. We got a snare. Be nice to be able to take a cabinet like this home to our Quonset Garage. Little dresser. We can't take it with us, but we could craft one.
Could end up being useful.
Can I take this? No. It's a nice little box. Oops, sorry. I meant to exit the customization mode. And instead I exited the game. Okay. I think we got everything in here. No cool decorations to take with us. Check the next one. I think it'd be kind of fun if we got an Aurora tonight. We could potentially go to the mine and take the elevator down. I think that'd be kind of fun. Let's see if there's anything behind the chair. Don't see anything.
I need to find a place to rest.
Oh, is it getting late? It probably is. Got another flashlight. You know, I was thinking I probably should have left a flashlight back in the cave or the mine. I don't really need them at the Quonset Garage. I think I've got 3 of them now.
I think I can use this.
Okay, how about this container? Can I take that? No, I can't. Okay, last fishing hut. Okay. This one seems to be decorated a little bit nicer than the others. Got a note on the wall. Ooh, that's nice. Bet that's heavy though.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Yeah. Immediately starts complaining about the weight. Probably weighs as much as the lead acid car battery. Got a little candy bar hiding in there. Look at this little guy. Be fun to take that. And I like these old-timey looking photos. Daguerreotypes. Those are worth a pretty penny if you could get an original daguerreotype. Have you ever seen a daguerreotype? They look amazing. They are one of a kind. You know, every daguerreotype, it's not a print. It's not like how they do film. It's just a one-off picture.
This stuff will come in handy.
But the quality is exceptional. Nice. Okay, what do we have here? Book. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna move you. Maybe, by the door, I guess. Let's put it on the table. Even better. Okay, this is gonna be our new loot location. We gotta go get our other loot from the other cabin as well. I could probably drop those sticks outside. Drop those here. We're gonna leave the pain pills. And I think I got some clothing. Yeah, I got a few clothing items we can leave in the container. We'll take the food with us. The salt, however, we can put that in here. Okay, it's nice we got quite a bit of fishing tackle now. Could possibly even do some fishing. Leave the snare, the tools. Oh, look at this. 12 cloth. How did I get so much cloth? And we got all this other stuff. Okay. So, let's, I'm going to drop these here. Right there, okay. Be nice if I could move that. Let's go get our other gear. Hey, bear. This is his camp. I think we're the intruders. Well, look at that. We got some mountaineering rope.
Here.
What am I going to do with that? I think there's a place under the fire lookout tower where you can deploy a rope. Okay, let's grab all this stuff.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
I think we're going to spend the night in this other cabin. Yeah, I like to make the cabin at the very end the main cabin I use when I come here. We'll put a spray paint sign on the door just to know any loot we leave behind is going to be in that cabin. And then, you know, if visibility is still good, I wouldn't mind mapping. We could get this little village on the map. But I don't know if I have any charcoal left. I'll have to check my inventory. I think I used it all. Okay, I'm going to leave all of our sticks right here. Alright, let's put a mark on the door. Should I put it on the roof? I'll put it up here. That's fine. Okay. Let's see if we have any charcoal. Nope. I'm gonna have to make a fire. Okay. It's not super
this
late.
gear is slowing me down.
Not particularly late yet, but I'm exhausted. Let's drop this heavy battery. And then we got the, let's drop our sticks as well. Get those curing. I don't think I have any books to read. We've read all of our books. Let's check on our clothing. Sort by condition here. Gloves are getting a little bit low in condition. 79%. I could wait a little bit. 75% is kind of the cutoff, I think, for me. Otherwise, we could put the items we don't need in here. Got some cedar. Mag lens. Let's see, we got some extra clothing. Food is okay. Could leave a flare here. Oh, and the rope. Yeah, that's too big and heavy. Too big for the box. Makes sense. Rope is so heavy. Anyway, if you're going to do mountain climbing, got to keep the rope really protected. You know, the people who do rock climbing are very protective of their ropes. They're going to make sure that no dust or dirt gets on the rope. They usually keep them in special bags inside a blanket. So they'll have like a duffel bag with a blanket inside, and they'll wrap the rope in the blanket. And when they go outside to do the rope climbing, like when they open their bag, they always keep the rope on the blanket, because if the rope gets on the ground, it gets little tiny bits of dirt in there. Especially you want to avoid stepping on the rope. That's even worse. You kind of force the grit into the strands. And on a microscopic level, when you start, if that rope is underweight, it starts going over any obstacles, those little gritty bits in there will just tear up the strands. You wouldn't know just by looking at it. The rope looks identical. A rope with a little bit of dirt inside it looks identical to a clean rope. Anyway, enough about that. Okay, I want to sleep. But it's not crazy late yet. That's alright. I think I'm going to sleep anyway. I'm just so tired. But before we sleep, we got to get some food. I'm going to eat the heavier stuff first, I think. Get some nice peaches with hydration as well as some calories. Same with the dog food. Oh, you know what? I think I'm using my cougar claw knife to smash these open. I should probably avoid doing that. Let's take a look at our knife. 93%. Yeah, I've been putting a lot of wear and tear on that. So we can sharpen it. That's good. Can get it back in shape. However, I don't want to use it for smashing the cans open just yet. We could use our hatchet maybe for that. Guess it doesn't really matter. You got to sharpen them either way. We'll drop that, I guess. Okay, what other cans do I have? Got this can right here. Alright, let's eat a candy bar. And we'll get a drink. So in the last episode, I think that is when I almost lost my well-fed bonus. Just kind of messing around and not paying attention. Okay, let's get some sleep. Full 12 hours of recovery. Oh, you know what? We're kind of waiting for an Aurora, aren't we? I'm going to go for 3. Let's go for 3 hours. Let's see if we get an Aurora. I hate to sleep through that. We're kind of in a bad location. If we did get an Aurora, we're kind of far from the mine anyway. It'd be kind of treacherous to walk along that road. Let's go for 4 hours. Also, if we get an Aurora, I could check out the laptop. It's in the other cabin. Okay, hey, we've survived 107 days. Still pretty late, though. Let's just finish it off. We'll sleep the rest of the time until we wake up. I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, no Aurora. Drink some soda for breakfast. Sun is up, so that's good. Let's get a drink. Okay, what do we want to take with us? So we're going to make our way back to the Quonset. I don't think we need the mountaineering rope. I'm going to take the firewood. And I'll take the salt and the mag lens. Maybe the snare? We don't need the toolbox. Okay, and we want to take all these. We're actually not that heavy. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it would be heavier. Okay, we've got a car battery. Do we want to take that back with us?
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
Oh, that's really heavy. It's not too bad, though. Let's get our gun out. I'm gonna get down low. I think I've come out of the cabin right on top of the bear once. That's no good. Can I get over this hill? Look both ways before we cross. Okay, right around the corner we do have the logging area for that trailer where we left all the loot. I've got the mine. No sign of the bear. Alright, I'm gonna make my way back to that trailer.
Feels like a lot of gear.
Alright, let's check out this car. Oh, nice. We got a sewing book.
I could use this.
That's going to come in handy. It's been a while since we've had a book to read. No more batteries. It's probably good. Otherwise, I'd want to take it with me. Although we do have the sled. Put the batteries in there. I think it'd be alright. Okay, we've got some birds up there. Wonder what they found. Too heavy to run. Kind of a cool rock sticking out of the water like that. Let's see what these crows are going on about. Oh yeah, we got a dead body right there.
That'll come in handy.
Got a flare. Let's see if we can find some feathers here. I still need to craft some fire-hardened arrows. Next time we make a fire. Which reminds me, I probably need more sticks. I know I'm super heavy. Man, that rock is cool. I wonder if there's any salt on that. Okay, we were farther away from the from the trailer than I thought. Don't suppose there's any salt here. Okay, I think I'll deploy. Let's put out our sled. We'll put all the heavy items in here. Yeah, immediately we're lightweight. That's great. Anything else we want to put in there? Some salt, maybe? Alright. We should travel a lot quicker now. Yeah, that's much better. Okay, so once we get back here, we drop off our gear. I'm wondering if I should head up to the other side of the map. Do some exploring over on that side. Nice. Made it back. Let's get this unloaded. Thought I heard something. Is it just the ice shifting? Sounded like a low growl.
This gear's starting to slow me down.
Guess it's the waves, guys. My ears are playing tricks on me, but it sounds like the bear. I think it's just my ears. Yeah, that is freaky. I'm gonna go inside. Okay, so we have our little box of goods right here. I'm gonna drop the heavy battery. Where are you, battery? Drop that. There we go. Okay, put our gun away before I cause a fire. I also need to drop our customization gear. No more room. Do we have another box? I'll take this one. Any other boxes? Okay, I've got a little scrap metal in there. Some firewood. I'm going to take that sewing book with me, so I have something to read. We didn't take any clothing with us. Oh, salt. We can leave that. Any extra gear? Oh yeah, we got the snare. Suppose we could set that outside. Nah, I'll just put it in the box. We can leave a flare here, a couple recycled cans, film. We could drop the saplings to cure. Then I think we're ready to set out. Oh, whoops. There we go. Okay. Let's get our gun out. Okay, so I am a little bit low on water, and I also need to make some fire-hardened arrows. So I think I'm going to take these sticks. We're going to go over to the deer, get some meat cooked up, and get the hide. And then I can craft some fire-hardened arrows. We can also pull some charcoal out of the campfire once it cools down. That'll let me do a little bit of mapping. We are a bit exposed over here. Any feathers? Don't see any feathers. All right, let's get the meat and the hide. Do we want the guts? You know what? I'm gonna go for it. An hour and 32 minutes. Oh, it's only 39 minutes with the knife. That's pretty impressive. Let's do that. Yeah, I'm really happy with this cougar claw. Condition's getting a little bit low, though. Okay, so that deer is done. Let's get our gun out. By the way, did I leave anything behind? Oh, we got some feathers now. Okay, let's get to safety. We can drop this hide and get it curing. And then I'll get a fire started. Okay, so we've got the guts. Let's drop those. And then we'll drop the hide. Get that curing. Got a little bit of meat and fat. I think I'll also grab this burdock hiding back here. It's kind of nice to harvest it while I know where it is, so I might forget in the future. Okay, let's get a fire started. Looks like we have a storm coming. We'll use these matches. You know, I don't like the direction of this wind. Let's do it around back. We might have a little more protection here. It feels like a storm's coming. I can feel the barometric pressure changing. It's kind of making my head feel a little bit dizzy. Probably means we're in for a big storm. Okay, let's get this meat. Let's go around back. Alright, we'll just eat that little sliver. 26 minutes there. So that is going to take how long? Does it say? I don't see a time. Yeah, I don't see any time limit here. So in that case, I do want to add some more fuel. Get a little bit of water cooked. I'm just going to pass time on this. And then that's almost done. Okay, let's get some water here. Let's make sure we have enough fuel. Now we can craft. Now it shows me a time. Okay, I don't know what I did differently there. So we've got, let's see, it was 33 minutes with the hatchet, 22 with the knife. Let's do 33 with the hatchet. Okay, we'll do one more round. Also, the longer this fire burns, the more charcoal we're going to get out of it. Do another set of 3 arrows. Okay, that's probably good enough. You can pick these up. Do I want to cook anything else? So I do have some coffee. I think we're good. I might just wait out this fire. 14 minutes left. 13. Get a little torch. Okay. So we got, how many torches do we have now? Got 2 good torches and 1 bad torch. Just harvest this while the fire cools off. Embers. Just need to wait for this to cool, and I can grab the charcoal. So I've got 6 pieces of coal. You know, I'm probably going to leave some coal here out front. Don't need the tinder plug. Ooh. Can feel that cold wind. Alright, fire, I'm just waiting for you to die out. Let's put these coal out front here. Alright, how many charcoal did we get? Nice, we got 2 charcoal. I'm a little worried about this weather. Let's get a drink and then I'm going to drop some of this water. So how much water do we have? 2.6. Actually, we're good. That's about the right amount. Oh, you know, I do want to put a mark on this trailer that we have some loot here. Okay, nice. Yeah, it looks like there's a rope climb over by the abandoned lookout tower. We're going to explore this area and head over to this little cabin, I think. Now that we have the fire-hardened arrows, don't feel so unprepared if we come across some rabbits. Still no sign of the bear. Maybe he's on the road this way. I might run into him. The clouds are moving fast. Kind of looks like a backpack up here. Is that just a rock? Yeah, just a rock. Okay, is this a little trail? Kind of looks like a trail going up the mountain. Ooh, got a dead body. Any feathers? Yeah. Not much. This is a very steep climb. I can feel my calves burning. Gotta unzip my jacket. I'm starting to get a little sweaty. What is up here? Oh, I got a trailer. I think I've been in here, haven't I? New location. We've never been here. You know, we should probably do some mapping. So we haven't been on this side of the map. I think we're directly under the coal mine. I'm wondering if I should...
if this is any good to eat.
Ooh, 0%. 0% dog food. Can you think of anything worse than that? Ugh. We're probably going to eat it for dinner. I was thinking it might be worth going back into the coal mine.
Hope I can still eat this.
It's been a long time since we've been through there. We could potentially get some good loot. I mean, some more coal, really, is what I'm saying. Okay, advanced guns, guns, guns. That is good. Is that everything? Let's do a little bit of mapping. Let's make sure we're safe. Okay, yeah, so we're directly under the coal mine. Tell you what, guys, I for sure 100% would do this if I was playing by myself. I hope you guys don't mind me doing this. I might do like a quick cut, because I hate to make you watch me get all this coal, but it's such a good resource. I'm right by it. I might just grab all this coal. Okay, we made it back, and we've got the rabbit here. Poor guy, scared him to death. Let's get our bow out and switch to our fire-hardened arrows. Nice. Thank you, little guy. Fire-hardened arrows have already paid off. Gonna leave him here. I'm gonna go get some coal. Okay, let's take a look around really quick. See if I left anything behind. We've got a flare. All right, I'm gonna go look for coal. So I will be right back with some coal. Hopefully, a big pile of coal right here. I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, guys, I am back from exploring the mine. Gathered up all the coal I could find. How much do you think I got? Well, there's 0 on the ground here. But that's because I have it in my inventory. I thought it'd be better just to show you. I've got 43 pieces of coal. I think I started with 3. So from that little expedition through the mine there, we got 40 additional pieces of coal. And as you know, coal is life in this game. We could use coal in so many different ways. So totally worth it. I did drop a bunch of my items here. Actually, no, I picked up my items. So these are the additional items that I found in the mine. Not the items that I dropped out of my own inventory, but these are additional items that I found just as I was walking through the mine. I probably just left these behind previously because I didn't want to drag them here. But anyway, here they are. So I've got some scrap metal, battery, antiseptic, a whole bunch of clothing, piece of fur, firewood, and some simple tools. I think most of this we're just going to leave here. I don't think we need any of it except possibly the fur, firewood for crafting, you know, our items with our wood tools. Anyway, that's pretty good.
I can barely walk with this much gear.
And another flare. I'm going to put this up here. The useful items we'll keep over here. I guess it's all technically useful, isn't it? I also grabbed a bunch of rocks, just stuck them over here. Stones. I have a goal at one point. I do want to make like a cache of rocks. I think it'd be kind of fun to do that. Anyway, I think I'm going to head out. It is a little late though. Sun is going down. I might go to the that little trailer. Could try to spend the night there, I think. We do have the rabbit just outside here. Let's check on the weather. Okay, weather is looking pretty good. If I deploy our sled, then we can put the rabbit in there. Oh, is it on top of the rabbit? Oh gosh. Okay, let's pick this up and move it a little bit. I'm gonna put all the coal in there. We'll pull the sled forward just enough to get our rabbit that's squished underneath it. There it is. Sorry about that, rabbit. We're going to put him inside so that it's not smelly. And anything else? No, we're still... Are we underweight? Yeah, we should be underweight. Let's get our gun out just for protection. And make our way back. Actually, you know what? Do we want the battery? Since we have our sled... Maybe I should bring the battery out. Bring that extra pry bar as well. Okay. Let's grab the battery.
Wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
We can leave the flares and the tools, stuff like that. I should grab some of these. Let's just grab these. Having the cloth and leather might be kind of useful. Is that everything? Do we want the scrap metal? May as well take it. It's not going to do me any good here. These items we don't really need, but the other ones can be useful. Okay, definitely need to put the battery in there. And just like that, we're lightweight. Okay, nice. Let's get our gun out. Okay, so we left a whole bunch of gear back at the wood cutting trailer. We also have this gear with us. We need to take some of this back to the Quonset Garage, I think. Since the weather's good, let's take advantage of that. Let's head down the mountain. We'll go to the trailer. Possibly spend the night. Or if the weather's still good, we might just carry on to the Quonset, drop everything off. And I still would like to loot the other side of the map. We haven't gone over there. It'd be kind of fun to see what's over at that abandoned, there's like a little cabin.
Time to look for shelter. Something's making me feel tired.
Okay, I see a body. Just saw some crows. Did they just disappear? I think it's too late. I think the crows just flew away, but there was some kind of body over here in this area. Let's see. Let's take a look at the map. Be nice to know where I was. So we're here. I probably need to kind of... Kind of need to go around the map to get to the destroyed house here. That's where we're trying to get. It's essentially straight down, but I can't go straight down. So, do I want to go back? You know, I'm going to go back this way. Let's see if I can turn around here. Guess technically it doesn't matter. Look, they both end up the same place. Let's go this way. We'll just have to backtrack. We could run into that bear we saw earlier, guys. Do you remember that when I was harvesting the wood? Not paying attention. We never took a shot at that bear. Or I think I shot a flare at him, but he never died. By the way, what is this? Cedar. Let's just go. We gotta get to shelter. Gotta get back. Especially if like an Aurora hits right now. That would not be good to be caught out here with that bear and the wolves. If there's an Aurora. It would be kind of nice to talk to the trader again, though. If we do get an Aurora, I think that would be a good situation. Okay, there's something up ahead. I can't tell if it's just rocks. Might just be rocks, but I'm gonna try to play it safe. We've got our gun in our hand at least, right? The distress pistol. We might have to defend ourselves. Okay, what is that? A tree? Okay, it is a burned down building. All I could see was just a big brown blob, but it actually is a burned down building. So I think here I need to double back. We head down this way. Is that too steep? Somehow that is too steep. Okay. Maybe over here. This doesn't look too bad. Okay, we made it. You can see we're getting exhausted. It's about time we laid down, got some sleep. I don't think I've been to this part of the map. I mean, we've explored a lot of these areas, but I don't think I've actually been to this specific part of the map. I suppose I should keep my ears open, try to listen for the bear. So he could be around here anywhere.
I would do anything for a drink right now.
I think we've got enough water to give him a drink. But I'm gonna push on. I just need to get to shelter. Could hear the old owl already coming out. Okay, visibility is dropping. It's like we have some fog coming in, maybe. And we got a wolf up ahead. Right in the path. That is unfortunate. How do we want to deal with this wolf? Okay, I don't have any torches. We had 2. I used them in the mine to try to find all the coal. Got plenty of flares. Could try to just drop down the mountain, maybe. It's possible we could avoid the wolf. Okay, how steep is this cliff here? That's pretty steep. You know, I could just put everything in my inventory. Ooh, maybe it will let me go diagonal like this. I might get a sprain here. Just be warned, might be loud. I don't think I can go up. Oh, I can. Okay. I'm actually really surprised we're able to do this at this angle. Yeah, we might just end up right at the Quonset anyway. So I think this is leading us right over there. Doing some off-roading. Right off a cliff. Wow, look at this. Okay, let's get down to the road. Just looking around a little bit. Okay, I think I know where we are.
This pack is getting too heavy to carry.
Okay, wow, we can barely walk. So we've got to make our way down there. Really, I just need to get to a flat spot where we can deploy the sled, but I think we're pretty much back to the Quonset Garage. Oh, hello there. Alright, should we use a flare? Just scare him away? Let's just shoot at him. Might scare all the wolves. Yeah, let's keep our gun out. He might come back though. Yeah, he's coming back. Okay, I guess I have to use the flare. Alright, come on, wolf.
I need to find food.
I think I got a shot at him. Like, I think we actually hit him. Yeah, I can see blood in the snow. It's kind of hard to tell with the red light. But we did get a decent shot at him. Guys, I remember this spot. This is where we killed the bear. Remember that fire we built on the backside of this little hill? Wolf, I don't really want to shoot you. I do need the archery practice, though. You know what? Oh, they run away too quick. They will be back, though. I might take a shot at one. One thing I think I will do is leave the battery here.
My energy is just disappearing.
Yeah, just a little too much. All right, let's get our bow out. Back up a little bit. Let's see if we can get a shot at one of these guys. There we go. Got some archery skills there. Archery experience, I should say. Let's drop the battery right here. Okay, now I know why the wolves are coming. It's because I'm carrying a rabbit. No wonder.
I need some water.
Did it break? I think I heard it break. No, it is in him. Okay. Alright, let's check the time limit on this flare. Let's equip it. We got a lot of time left. Let's grab this rabbit. I'm going to leave the battery. Wouldn't mind harvesting that wolf maybe in the morning. I don't know. It'd be nice to have the pelt. But for now, I just need to get inside. I'm exhausted. I'm thirsty. In a minute, I'm going to be super hungry. Just need to get back to safety. With all this loot and a little bit of rabbit. Okay, here we are back at the garage. Like I said, it'd be nice if we get an Aurora tonight. We could actually talk to the trader. See if we have any loot he wants. This looks really cool with this light. I mean, it got the red glow and the green hue in the background. It really looks cool. Kind of ominous. Alright, home, sweet home.
Too heavy.
Okay, so we've got the rabbit in our inventory. I want to drop all this coal as well. Man, guys, I'm so glad we got all this coal. Look at this. This is like gold. Alright, I do want a couple pieces. I like to carry 3 pieces with me. I may as well light a fire. Put this torch to use. I don't want to burn our good fuel. I wouldn't mind burning some coal, actually. But I don't want to burn the wood that we just harvested for woodworking. That's going to be our new treasure, you know. Beautiful pieces of fir wood and cedar wood.
All
Okay, we
right.
can get rid of that, I guess. Let's add some fuel. Probably need some water. Let's place our pot down. Okay, I need to eat before we lose our well fed. Gotta harvest that rabbit too. Okay, so sorting by... Oh, you know what? We got bear meat and stuff outside, don't we? Pretty sure. Let's eat this dog food. I don't want to use my knife to open it, though. I should leave like a can opener right here, I think. In fact, I'm going to let's take a torch. I think I do have a can opener over here. There we go. We'll take that. Let's put out our torch. Okay, we're going to open the dog food. Where'd you go, dog food? There it is. Let's eat it. Delicious, 0% rotten dog food. Get a little hydration out of that as well. Okay. I would like to cook some proper meat. Let's add some more coal. Man, we're doing so good, guys. Can't believe it. All the salt and coal. Okay, we've got some meat here. Let's eat the cooked bear meat. Oh, I got the rabbit on me. Hold on, let me drop this rabbit. Just so I don't attract the wolves while I'm eating. Okay,
Die if I don't drink something soon.
let's can't wait to get that pemmican recipe so we can put this fat to use. Okay, I probably don't need all that meat, but I'm
I
gonna
need to
grab
drop
it.
something.
Whoa, we do have an Aurora. Yes! Alright, let's get inside. Okay, hopefully that wolf we shot with the arrow that ran away, hopefully he died before the Aurora started. Because otherwise they just kind of blip out of existence. Just disappear. He would take the arrow along with him, unfortunately. Let's start a pile of bad torches, maybe over here. Let that burn out. Okay, how's my water? Water's almost done. Let's cook some of this meat. Okay, we could go talk to the trader, I think. Let's get him a drink first. There you go. Gotta have a, gotta wet your whistle, slick your throat with some water before you go talk on the radio. I do want to check this other email. This is a flashing warning, guys. Could be a little bit of flashing as I read this. Okay, I don't know if we've already read this one or not.
Might have to drop some gear.
It says, tanker truck finally made it down here from Up Island. Wasn't our regular driver, rather some guy they drafted into the job at the refinery, it sounds like. He couldn't say when the next trip down would be. It doesn't seem too bad, seeing as we don't get too many passing through these days. Bothers me more that the refinery is having trouble filling their orders. I can't imagine propane and heating oil are in good shape if they can't even ship out their gasoline on time. Even with more and more electric cars making their way out here, finally we still need that delivery. Okay, I don't remember reading that one before. Could be a new one. Oh, by the way, guys, now that we've got an Aurora, we can actually kind of see the lighting situation. I think I want to rotate this a little bit. How's that? Got a little bit more light. Okay, so this area over here is way too dark. Need more lamps over there. Back here's looking good. Looking good. Alright, how's our meat? 24 minutes. Alright, let's go talk to the trader. Nice. All these pelts are cured. Man, oh man. We're looking so good. Now look at this. We got our lights in here. Got a light in the corner. Why aren't you lighting up? What if we put you in the bathroom? Is that gonna help? Oh, it gives off a little bit of light. Okay, let's go talk to the trader. See what new things he has. Hello?
Well, the lights are out, so I figured you'd be on the air.
Yeah, well, I was thinking about doing a trade with you. Do you have any new trade items?
I'm up for it.
What do you got? Carrot, cooking oil, last resort soup. So he needs 2.25 liters of lamp oil. Car battery. That's not a problem. We've got lots of car batteries. 7 cloth. I think that is totally doable, except for the lamp oil. I need to check. Kind of hate to give him all my oil. We got a pattern for wool mittens. Ooh, 10 birch bark. Man, he does like the oil, doesn't he? Man, guys, what are we going to trade him for? Revolver ammunition. Any cured hides, water, and ptarmigan down. He needs 6 ptarmigan down. I can't afford to give him our ptarmigan down because we need that for our bearskin bed. I would like to give him this. I don't know where I'm going to get 10 birch bark, though. I need to start keeping an eye out for birch bark and saving it, I think. Flour sounds good. I don't have any fish, though. I think if we do a trade, we need to do this one. Last resort soup. Let's see if we have enough lamp oil to give him. We're going to end the call.
Shoving off.
Okay, 2 1/4 liters of oil. Oh yeah, how's our meat? Don't want to let that burn. Bear meat is done. Let's add another coal. It's too bad he doesn't want some coal. Could really help him out with coal. Okay, he wants oil. We do have this beautiful jerry can here. I'm not going to give him my last jerry can. Yeah, I hear you. You can hear him on the radio in the corner. Let's take a look at our oil situation here. So I've got half a liter there, almost. Tiny bit there. I don't know if we can come through on this. Don't have any oil here. Yeah, I think if we're going to do trades like that, we got to do some fishing. Got to do some fishing, and I don't really have time to do fishing at the moment. Kind of a shame, because I would like the recipe. Huh, okay. Well, let's throw another torch in the torch bin over there. Hopefully we don't burn the place down. Make sure there's no oil spots or potential oil fire. Okay, I got a little bit of fir wood. Let's drop this. What do we have here? Got this piece here. Where else could I possibly keep oil? It would be here if I had it, right? Or in the locker. Yeah, I think we just don't have enough oil, so I'm gonna have to pass. Gosh, we gotta harvest this guy. I'm gonna put him by the bed.
Pack is getting kind of heavy.
So I remember. Look how fat he is. That is a fat rabbit. Okay, bear meat. Man, that is bright. Let's put out this torch. I'm going to take a couple, at least 2 torches. Good quality. Because I used up the ones I carry with me all the time. These are not good quality. Okay, that's good. I think I've got at least 2 now. 11 minutes till done on the meat. Let's drop this loot we don't need. We're going to drop the guns book because we have the sewing one. Put this over here for now. Okay, what else do we pick up? We got the oil. Don't really need the accelerant. Oh, clothing. Alright, we're going to put this clothing away. That's our crafting materials. Okay, here's the clothing. So we don't need the scarf. We don't need those gloves. Or the mittens. The shoes. Sweater. Don't need the hat. Okay, that looks like everything. I should pick up these items here.
Too much stuff to carry.
Okay, is that everything? Kind of hard to tell. Alright, let's put these in the locker. Put the scrap metal in too. Okay, no more room. Wow. That's impressive. If we run out of room in this locker, that means we have a ton. Like so much crafting materials. Let's take these out. We do have the 16 ptarmigan down. We need all that though. I'll take the marine flare, rose hips. Ooh, why is all this stuff in here? I thought I just had crafting materials in here. Okay, we'll leave that. I will take the survival bow and the torches. Okay, the rest of this should be crafting materials. There we go. Put that in there.
Something's gotta go.
Okay, well, how's our... Oh, I let the fire go out. At least the meat cooked. That's good. Let's get some charcoal, too. 6 pieces of charcoal. Nice. I think we need to go to bed. I don't like having this meat on me. Oh yeah, I gotta harvest the rabbit too. Alright, let's harvest him. Oh, we got a knife. Okay, we're gonna use that so we don't damage our cougar claw knife. Alright, thanks little rabbit. Let's drop your gut to cure here. Drop that. Let's drop this pelt. Get those curing. I did leave kind of a mess here, didn't I? Might have to straighten that up at some point. Okay, let's get some meat, get some drink, go to sleep. I don't really care. I guess that's okay if we have the meat on us, right? So we got level 5 cooking. Let's get some drink. Alright, let's get some shut-eye. Let's go for 10 hours. I'll see you guys in the morning. Alright, good morning everybody. We have survived 108 days, 19 hours, and some odd amount of minutes. I do want to drop this meat before I forget. I don't want to be carrying that around. Let's get down low.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Okay, let's drop this smelly meat. I'll drop the cooked meat over here. Hopefully that's everything. Oh, got one more piece of meat. Alright, fresh rabbit. Alright, let's get some breakfast. Bear meat is on the menu. I do want to harvest that wolf. I do need to drop some items first before we do that. Okay. Oh, you know, I forgot to check our dream catcher, guys. Let's see what kind of dream we had. All right, so we dreamed that the trader... So I forgot to tell, last night, I forgot to tell the trader on the radio to stop calling me. So all night long he was calling me. I dreamed that he came and was knocking on the door of the Quonset Garage. And I wouldn't answer the front door, so he came around the back door and was banging. And I could hear him outside the window the whole time. He's like, "Are you in there? I got a trade for you." And I got up and tried to open the doors, but they wouldn't open. And I could just hear him out there wanting to do a trade the whole time. Anyway, I think it's because I forgot to tell him I wasn't going to do any trade. So he just kept talking, and it made an appearance in my dream. All right, let's finish unloading, because I know I've got a bunch of loot. Starting with, let's drop a liter of water. I'll drop 2 liters, and that way I can get one of these big bottles. I know I can do it from the radio menu, but I tend to forget to do that. We got this extra bedroll. Okay, we're going to put that in this locker, I think. That one's for clothing. This one, we're going to put our bedroll in. Oh, we got another can opener. Okay, so I already had a can opener. I didn't need to pick up that one. Let's put... oh, we got another book. Got another book. Let's drop that. Nice. Okay, we're going to drop the shooting guide and keep this sewing primer. And make it look nice. There we go. What else? Got a few pieces of... a few sticks I could drop. I've got a pile for those over here.
I need something to drink. And soon.
Yeah, we'll get you a drink, Will. We can do that. Let's stop there. Okay. I'm going to put that here while I'm thinking about it. Okay, clothing is good. We already checked that last night. No extra clothing. Food. It's not too bad. I guess I could drop a little bit. We do have the cattails. Okay, that should be good. I've got the charcoal. Where do we want to keep charcoal? Oh, by the way, we should probably break this basin down. It doesn't let me move it, unfortunately. I can't really... Oh, I can't put it on the ground. Okay, that's nice. It's not much use, though. Can't, like, decorate with it or anything. So, I think we just need to break it down. I'll put it here for now. Then I want to move this onto our table. Let's do this. I want to move this pry bar. And then we can move this box into the corner of the table. Maybe like that. Okay. Then we can use this to store our charcoal. Where would the charcoal be? Is that in here? Okay, we're going to transfer. Let's do 3, I guess. I do want to keep a bunch with me because lately I have been doing a lot more mapping. Okay, where do we want to put this bow? I guess having 2 bows probably would be ideal. Let's drop these can openers now. I do want to leave one here for easy access by the fire. Put this other one back over here. Okay, yeah, I was trying to be quick about this. Sorry, guys. I think I'm almost done, though. Let's drop that. I can drop these torches in a minute. That probably will disappear if I put it in a locker. Yeah, for now, I'm just going to drop it. Let's drop these. I do want to go harvest that wolf. Drop the extra knife. Although, you know, I could use that on the wolf, I guess. I don't know. Seems kind of silly to be carrying 2 knives. I'll just drop it. Man, look at our poor sled. 16%. We've got to do something about that. Let's make a goal in our notes. You know, I got to do that before I forget. We have a goal. We need to build a new sled or repair this one. Build a new sled. I tried repairing this one like 3 times, and I kept losing really valuable materials when I fail. Okay, I think that is everything, right? We've already gone through all this, so let's go get that wolf. And maybe we can even find the other wolf that we shot. Okay, I do want to load this up. Thought I heard something. Okay, so we need to... You know, I'm going to use the other gun. Don't want to be surprised by a wolf or a bear. Okay, so let's get this pelt. And then if we're lucky, we could find the other wolf. So there's those crows. Do I have any feathers this morning? Yeah. Any more? Oh, there's one right there. Okay, let's get this guy. Don't really need the guts. Guess it's not that big a deal. We're not hurting for guts, actually. We'll leave the guts. We'll just get the hide and the meat. 36 minutes with our claw knife. That is incredible. Alright, we're going to use the claw knife. Okay, now we're smelly. Let's, this is going to be too heavy. Probably will be. We're going to keep an eye out for crows. Gotta try to find where that other wolf died.
I'm not gonna be able to carry this load for much longer.
We don't have that far to go. We just have to get to the Quonset. Can drop the meat off, drop off this battery. Do a quick scout of the area to try to find the other wolf. Got a real nice supply of meat. It's really good. Nice. Okay, we're gonna drop the battery right here. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Let's see if we can find some crows. It's got to be around here. Maybe he ran out on the ice. We'll head out to the lake. Or the ocean, I guess. Oh, look at that. Is that the moose? Guys! We just found a moose right outside the Quonset Garage. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, if you have made it this far into the video, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed this episode. If you have, please take a minute, leave a like, leave a comment. Hopefully you're already subscribed so you don't miss out on the adventure. But most importantly, I do hope to catch you in the next episode. Take care.